Welcome everyone to the weekly gaming and console news update. Today's biggest headlines: Sony is shutting down support for PlayStation 4. Forza Horizon is officially coming to PlayStation 5. The next God of War will take place in Egypt. And an official game distributor has leaked the release date of GTA 6 while RockStar is fighting with fans who are making games better than them. And since there are tons of news this week, let's not waste any time and dive right in. Microsoft has officially announced Forza Horizon 5 for PlayStation 5 and stated that from now on, every Xbox game will also be released on PlayStation. That means the new Gears of War, Fable 4, Avowed, and other upcoming Xbox titles are guaranteed to come to PlayStation 5. The only question left is the timing. Will these games launch on PlayStation 5 and Xbox simultaneously, or will Xbox get a short exclusivity window of a few months? As for the announced Horizon, its store page is already live on the PlayStation Store. You can go there right now and add it to your wishlist. There's no release date yet, but rumors say we won't have to wait long. It's expected to launch this spring. And that's not all. Reports suggest that Forza's announcement is just the beginning. In 2025, around 10 major Xbox games are set to launch on PlayStation 5, from the recent Starfield to the upcoming Gears 5. While Xbox is dumping all of its exclusives onto PlayStation 5, Sony is doing the opposite, quietly rolling back its PC port strategy. The company has officially canceled the PC versions of Demon Souls and Gran Turismo 7. Why these ports were scrapped is still unclear, but it's likely due to the disastrous sales of recent PlayStation PC releases. Those games obviously failed to meet expectations and caused more headaches than profits. As a result, Sony first banned players from buying and playing their games in certain regions, only to quietly reverse that decision later. Looks like Microsoft is planning another revolution in game distribution. The company is reportedly preparing to test free access to games through ads. That means their games will be completely free, but during gameplay, you'll be forced to watch unskippable ads. Sounds wild and honestly kinda scary, but this model has been a standard in mobile gaming for years. Its arrival on consoles was inevitable. But what will it lead to? Just look at smartphones, pay-to-win grindfests, and gacha traps everywhere, with quality games becoming a rare exception. Last week, a new mod dropped, bringing GTA Vice City to the GTA 4 engine, called GTA Vice City Next Gen. And it's not just the map. The mod includes vehicles, weapons, NPCs, the classic aesthetic, and even full story missions. The developers put in years of work, documenting everything on their YouTube channel. But just days before the official release, RockStar struck their channel down. No warning. But here's the twist. The modders are from Russia, and they didn't back down. They released the mod anyway on Telegram and VK, Russia's Facebook equivalent. Then, RockStar's lawyers took those down too. But we all know, once something hits the internet, it never truly disappears. So finding the mod, not a problem. The real shocker? Just 4 people created a true remaster of this beloved classic, something RockStar failed to do when they dropped that mess of a definitive edition. This week, a wave of new rumors hit about GTA 6. According to Insider Test 2, GTA 6 Online might be sold separately, for a whopping $60–70. RockStar is reportedly planning 2 editions, one with just online and another with story plus online, similar to Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 on PlayStation 5. And here's where it gets really interesting. A potential release date for GTA 6 just leaked, September 17th. This date was spotted on the website of X40Y, an official PlayStation distributor. And these guys get info way earlier than regular gamers. Coincidence? Maybe not, because GTA 5 also launched on September 17th, back in 2013. Exclusive release: Sony and PlayStation have launched a fitness bracelet to celebrate their anniversary on the Chinese market. In case you didn't know, the company entered the Chinese market only 10 years ago, and to mark the occasion, they've released a PlayStation-branded fitness tracker in collaboration with Xiaomi, based on the Smart Band 9 Pro. Aside from a stylized strap and a special gift card in PlayStation design, the tracker isn't much different from the regular version. And as users are pointing out, it's a rather strange choice to gift a fitness bracelet to mostly sedentary console gamers, who spend their time sitting on the couch, playing their favorite games. Or could this be a subtle hint from the Japanese company? The key and unfortunately unfavorable news of the week. Starting January 26th, PlayStation Plus on the PS4 is officially over. Sony has delivered bad news for the previous generation of consoles. According to their statement, as players transition to the PlayStation 5, PS4 games will no longer be a key feature and will only rarely appear in the monthly PlayStation Plus catalog. This change will take effect in January 26. Sony also noted that while they may still add PlayStation 4 games after that date, it will likely be the exception rather than the norm. This is a clear and undisguised signal from the company. They are ending support for the previous generation. It's either upgrade to the next gen or keep your subscription and receive far fewer games. Back in the PlayStation 3 era, not having a subscription didn't impose any major restrictions. But with PlayStation 4, you simply won't have online access. This is the biggest limitation placed on the PlayStation 4 in the 6 years since the current generation launched. And honestly, I'm surprised it lasted this long. Total sales of PlayStation 5 across all variations have exceeded 71 million units. According to YG Charts, in December 2024 alone, a total of 3.42 million consoles were sold, making PlayStation 5 the best-selling console of the month. However, this is 306,000 units fewer than in the same period of 2023. In total, throughout 2024, PlayStation 5 sales reached 18.67 million units, a remarkable figure for the 5th year of the console's life cycle. Gaming insider and analyst Daniel Richtman has shared new details about the upcoming God of War installment. In short, the developers are considering ancient Egypt as the game's setting. Santa Monica Studio originally explored this concept while developing God of War 2018. Now, Sony is actively casting actors from Middle Eastern countries, and according to Daniel Richtman, the next game will be a prequel revealing how Kratos ended up in Niflheim. In the previous God of War, we could have seen an Egyptian setting much earlier, but the developers ultimately chose Norse mythology as the foundation. But as you can guess, those ideas have been exhausted. Honestly, I'd rather see Kratos embark on an Egyptian journey than watch the devs squeeze the last drops out of the Norse theme. After all, he's already wiped out all the major gods. There's nothing left to do. Sony has made some internal reshuffling within PlayStation and the company as a whole. Hiroki Totoki is stepping down as Chief Operating and Financial Officer to become the CEO of Sony Corporation. Meanwhile, Hideaki Nishino has been appointed as the sole CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. As for Herman Hulst, who, let me remind you, previously shared the leadership role at PlayStation, he's now returning to oversee PlayStation Studios. I'd say that in the short term, these changes won't affect regular players much, but we might start noticing their impact with the next generation of consoles, especially in the number of exclusives. According to analytical data from Metapiscatel, sales of physical game copies in the US have plummeted by a staggering 85% between 2008 and 2024. This trend is a clear indicator of the rapid decline in demand for physical media within the gaming industry. In fact, it was this very shift that led Sony to release the PlayStation 5 Pro without a disc drive. As much as we hate to admit it, physical editions are slowly fading into obscurity, and I dare say that within the next decade, we'll have to say our final goodbyes to them. For once, the prayers of fans have been heard. Sony has confirmed that the themed backgrounds for PlayStation 5, dedicated to all past console generations from the original PlayStation onward, will remain available. However, the company noted that these themes will be temporarily removed from the console in order to refine and improve them. But once they're polished, they will be brought back permanently in a future update. A pleasant surprise, considering how many players actively use these themes. So let's patiently await the next update and the return of these awesome backgrounds. A little incentive from PlayStation. To encourage players to create and link their PlayStation Network accounts on PC, Sony is offering exclusive in-game bonuses. For example, in Spider-Man 2, linking your PSN account will unlock 2 additional suits. Similar bonuses are available in God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster, and the upcoming PC release of The Last of Us Part 2. Not exactly a grand gesture of generosity. But let's be honest, you'd probably need to link your account anyway just to get the full experience. Speaking of PC releases, just yesterday, Spider-Man 2 launched on PC. However, its debut wasn't exactly spectacular, with a peak player count of just around 18,000. My guess? A huge chunk of players rushed to grab the game from a certain green store known for its free giveaways. From what I've heard, within just 30 minutes, the game was already uploaded to various torrent sites, and well, you can imagine what happened next. Maybe this situation is one of the reasons Sony is reconsidering future PC ports. The developers at Arrowhead Games have reassured fans, Helldivers 2 won't be abandoned as long as people keep playing. After the creative director of Helldivers 2, Johan Pylstedt, went on vacation, fans started to worry that the game's development might slow down. However, the CEO of the company has denied these rumors, confirming that support will continue, and Johan's absence won't affect the game's future. According to him, Helldivers will keep going as long as players are still playing, because the developers are creating content for their audience and are planning to expand it even further. The PlayStation exclusive Gran Turismo 7 has received update 1.55, bringing new content to the game. The update introduces the Gran Turismo F3 500A, the Honda Civic SI Extra, the Hyundai Ioniq 5th generation, and the 2018 Toyota CHR-S. Additionally, players will find new tournaments, an extra menu in the cafe, and new tracks for AI-driven races. Following the official schedule, Sony has announced a new lineup of games for PlayStation Plus subscribers in February. This time, subscribers will get Payday 3 on PlayStation 5, High on Life on PlayStation 4 and 5, and Pac-Man World Repack. The games will be added to the subscription next Tuesday, February 4th at 11 o'clock. Konami has thanked all the fans as Silent Hill 2 Remake has surpassed 2 million copies sold. It took the game a little over 3 months to reach this milestone, but let's be honest, compared to other, more popular franchises, 2 million copies in 3 months isn't exactly impressive. By the way, PlayStation Store is currently offering a 20% discount on the standard edition of Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's honestly frustrating that people are more eager to buy yet another installment of FC, also known as FIFA, where almost nothing changes from game to game, instead of supporting unique and well-crafted titles. But that's just the reality we live in today. That being said, Konami has already recouped the development costs for the remake, so let's hope this means we'll see more classic franchises making a comeback in the future. And that's all the news I have for you today. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you all very soon in the next videos, right here on this channel.